Welcome to the social science class, children, and today we are starting with a new topic, that is the southern plateau. When we talk about the southern plateau, what actually the southern plateau is? We have the different 6 major physical divisions of India, and out of these 6 major physical divisions of India, one is the southern plateau. The word the southern itself clear, it is in the south, and the word plateau. But before talking about the word or the topic, the southern plateau, first let us know about what is plateau. In our previous classes, in the previous sessions, we have learned about northern mountains, northern plains, and now this is a plateau. What is actually a plateau? An elevated or high area fairly or flat at the top is called a plateau. Children, if you remember, you have learned about the mountains, yes, and then the plateau. Plateau are basically this kind of uneven land. Yes, it is an elevated or high area. This is an elevated or high area, fairly leveled or flat. See, if you see here, it is flat at this point, but here when it goes, it is at height or elevated. At its top is called a plateau. A plateau is always higher. A plateau is always higher than the ground surface. Yes, it is above the plain area, but lower than the mountains. They are higher than the ground surface, but they are lower than the mountains, and it is the oldest landmass of India. When we talk about the different land masses of India, like a northern mountain, northern plain, okay, coastal plains and islands, all are these landforms, different landforms of India. So when we talk about the landmass of India, this plateau is the oldest landmass of India. And do you know that Tibetan plateau, yes, Tibetan plateau is the highest plateau in the world. It is called the roof of the world, and this plateau is called the roof of the world. So this is what about the plateau, which what we have learned. Now we are going to talk about the southern plateau. The southern plateau region of India. What is the location of this southern plateau? But before that, let us know what that southern plateau is and how does it looks like, what's its shape. So the southern plateau is made up of igneous rocks and is irregular triangle in shape. If you see this, the shape of the Deccan Plateau, see here, the shape of the Deccan Plateau here, it is triangular in shape. You can see from here. This is the shape of the Deccan Plateau. It is triangular in shape. And when we are talking about the triangular in shape, where does it lie in India? Where does it lie in the map of India? This is your Gujarat. As we all know that India is a peninsula country. It has Arabian Sea on the western side, Bay of Bengal on the eastern side, and in the south we have Indian Ocean. Yeah, that's right. We have Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, and the Indian Ocean. And we have this east-western coastal plains. Here we have the eastern coastal plains. Just above this Aravalli Hills, if you see, here we find This is the southern part of the northern plains. Yes, northern plains lies here, goes to the eastern. If you see, if we draw like this, it goes somewhere like this. That is your northern plains from the of the India when we talk. So when we talk about the location of the southern plateau, the word itself says southern. It means, first thing is clear that which region it is covering, whether northern region, southern region, eastern or western. Southern word itself says the southern part of India. The plateau exists. Secondly, what is the extension or what is the location of this southern plateau? Let us first talk about the location of the southern plateau. We see that the Aravalli Hills, if you see here, these are Aravalli Hills which are there on this plateau. It is in the northern west part. See my left hand. In the northern west part, and on the eastern we have this Rajmahal Hills, that is the northeast. So this is very much clear that the Aravalli Hills are there in the northern west part, and this the other, that the southern plateau where it lies, here we have the Rajmahal Hills in the northeastern part. And then we talk about the extension. What is the actual extension of the southern plateau or where this region lies? So the south of the northern plains, these here the northern plains are there. Okay, so this is the southern part of the northern plains. If you talk about the northern plains direction, north, south, east, west. So this southern part of the northern plains, from here the location of the southern plateau or the Deccan plateau starts from here, and here see the Malwa plateau, Deccan plateau is here. So from here it starts and reaches to the end points, tip, that is the Kanyakumari. So this is the actual location of the southern plateau which is there, or we can talk about the southern plateau region. So now when we talk about this location of the southern plateau, this plateau consists of the two parts. What are those? One is the Deccan plateau and this one is, we call it as, this part is called as the Central Highlands. Why do we call it as the Central Highlands? If you see the map of India, you will find that this Malwa plateau, or when we talk about the Madhya Pradesh, it lies in the central only. So this Malwa plateau, or we get the Central Highlands are there. We call it as a Central Highland and the Deccan plateau. So it has two parts. So it is basically, it is clear that the Deccan plateau consists of two parts. The plateau, southern plateau consists of two parts. One is your Central Highlands and the other is the Deccan plateau. So first we will talk about the Central Highlands. So now when we talk about the Central Highlands, where does it lie? The Central Highlands lie to the north of the Narmada river. Okay, this Central Highlands lie to the which river? It lies to the Narmada river. Clear? We have this river, that is your Narmada river, and it lies to the Narmada river. Narmada river is somewhere here. This is your Narmada river. Fine. So when we talk about Narmada river covering a large portion of this Malwa plateau. You see Narmada river is here. So it is covering the large portion of this Malwa plateau. Whereas the Vindhyachal range is bounded by the Central Highlands and the Aravalli in the northwest. Clear? So this is the location of the Central Highlands, and this Central Highland is further divided into two. Then we can say the subdivision. What is that subdivision? Subdivision is the Malwa plateau. This is the Malwa plateau. It is in the northwest. Sorry. Where is the Chota Nagar Plateau? It is Chota Nagar Plateau here. Chota Nagar Plateau, which is in the northern east, where the Rajmahal Hills are here. North east. And here we have the Malwa Plateau. This is a subdivision of the Central Highland. I hope it is clear now. So now the Malwa Plateau. So the first subdivision of the Central Highland is the Malwa Plateau. It lies in the north of the Vindhyas and it is covered with black soil which favors the cultivation of cotton, oilseeds and sugarcane. And what are the rivers here? Which rivers are here? There are some rivers like the Chambal, Betwa and Son are here, and this region, and they flow through this region and they finally join to the Ganga river. So the second subdivision is the Chota Nagar Plateau. Chota Nagpur Plateau. When we talk about the Chota Nagar Nagpur Plateau, it is drained by Damodar river and is extremely rich in minerals and large deposits of coal mines in Girit, Bihar, Raniganj, which is in West Bengal, Jharia in Jharkhand. And when we talk about the mines and all, it comes like besides coal, iron, manganese, bauxite, mica are also mined here. Whereas this plateau is marked by Rajmahal Hills, which is in the northeastern side, which I have already explained previously to you. And this Chota Nagpur Plateau is covered with the dense forest as well. So this is about the subdivisions of the Central Highlands, the Malwa Plateau and the Chota Nagpur Plateau. Now let us talk about the Deccan Plateau. The Deccan Plateau lies to the south of the Narmada river. Can you see the Narmada river? Just below this Malwa Plateau we have the Narmada river, and here we have the Satpura range, and the Vindhyachal mountain and the Satpura range lies to the northwest part of this Deccan Plateau. This is the Deccan Plateau, this is the northwest part, and here the Narmada and Tapti river are there. So the Satpura range is located between which? Here, in between the Narmada and the Tapti. Fine. And one very important thing about this Narmada and Tapti river, which flows in the westward to the Arabian Sea. All the rivers of India, listen carefully, all the rivers of India, they flows into the Bay of Bengal. Only two rivers, NT, that is Narmada and Tapti, they flows in towards the westward, that is in the Arabian, they fall in the Arabian Sea or they flow towards the Arabian Sea. Rest of the rivers, they go to where they flow to the Bay of Bengal. Fine. So the Deccan Plateau is the largest plateau of India. Fine. And this plateau is bounded by the Western Ghats, which is in the western, you can see in the map, whereas the Eastern Ghats in the eastern part of India. Fine. So the Western Ghats in the west of the Deccan Plateau are a long range of hills. What are these long range of hills? They are Nilgiri Hills, Annamalai and Cardamom Hills. And this Nilgiri Hills, children, lie in the Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Kerala. Ooty is the hill station in Nilgiri Hills in the Deccan Plateau region. Okay, and the Eastern Ghats have comparatively low hills as they have been cut up by number of southeast flowing rivers are there, due to which it is comparatively low. So this is about the location and about the southern plateau of India. Thank you, children.